Hey guys, it's March 2nd, 2025. Been a while since I've been on. I think it was January when we had that real cold spell. Well, I'll put a peppermint in my mouth. It's kind of dry. A few things happened. See, in January, I told you that the second year of my father-in-law's passing, I'm scratching my head. My sister would have a cow right now, Kim, and her passing's coming up. This will be a year this month. Pretty sure. Pretty bad when you gotta look at your phone. I got everything on the calendar on my phone. If I don't do it, I don't remember. I guess it's part of getting old. I turned another year old last week. So, 62 years old, so I can't remember shit. And I'm not doing lives on YouTube no more, so I'm making the video now, and I'm going to upload it and put it on YouTube. So, just bear with me here a minute while I get to everything. And the calendar, it's March, 21st. It will be first year she's been gone. She died in 2024. Which, that'll be a day that will be good for me. Or our family. I went home on, let me get my calendar out again. I can't remember what I did from one day to the next. I went home on Valentine's Day, back to Illinois on Valentine's Day. I was out there till the 20th on my birthday. I'd come back to Ohio on my birthday on the 20th February. It was a bad time. I got a call. What was it? I can't remember. I think it was a week before. I can't remember the exact dates. But I got a call from my sister Chris that they took my cousin Tod back to the hospital. He went one time to the hospital because he couldn't breathe. This time they took him in and they said it didn't look good. So I'm like, shit, okay. Todd, I don't know if Sue's gonna like this or not, but Todd had cancer on his lung and they took that section out and they got all the cancer. But he still had problems breathing. And one time they took him back, they got him fixed, they sent him home, and the second time she had to take him in. First time they took him in by ambulance, from what I understand, I was told he coded in the ambulance, and they got to bring him back. But this time when as my sister called and said, hey, they're taking Todd to the hospital, he doesn't look good. So she said, me and Mom are on our way up there. So they went up there and sorry, I got all this stuff in the back of my throat. Oh well. Trying to keep the glare, I'll just take them off. Trying to keep the glare out of my glasses so I don't show them. But anyway, once they got him there, they were working on him, and I called Sue, and she said it just don't look good. And she goes, they put him on life support to breathe, to help him breathe. He didn't want to be on it. I know he didn't. And Sue told him he didn't want to be on it. But I guess he told him go ahead so he can breathe. They get pulled out. So I'm not going to go into all the details. All I know is the last time I talked, where my sister called me and she was up there, and I got the phone call that he passed. Me and Todd are the same age. We grew up together. His mom and dad, my dad was Uncle Don, my dad's brother. And we were always told that we were going to be trouble when we grew up because we always stuck around each other. And we were like, well, force cut peas in a pod. But I mean, when we showed up at each other's houses, we were always together doing stuff, playing with each other, or playing around, doing whatever, getting into mischief and all that. It was always us. And then we grew up, and we got our cars, and then Todd got his car first, and I was always with him. He'd come to town, and he said, we'll go for a ride. We went for a ride out in the country, hit the gravel roads. And one time Dad always kept beer in the garage, in the refrigerator. I knew where it was. Todd's like, think we can get a couple cans of beer? We're 16. And we hit the gravel road, stay out there. His brother-in-law, Tom, and his sister, Teresa, lived out in the country. I'm like, I could probably get him. My mom and dad's not home, so went in there. I think I grabbed 2 for me and 2 for him. We went out the country roads. We said we were running the country roads and got, 2 beers didn't do much, but we felt like we were free. Driving around drinking beer. Couldn't take no more than that, but Dad knew where it was going. I think Dad counted his cans of how many he had on there. And then I got my car, and we were always doing shit to our cars. I mean, putting speakers in them, putting stereos, 8-track players. When we first got our cars, 8-track players were the thing. Cassettes hadn't even been thought of. AM, FM, 8-track players. We was taking speakers out of the old TV set, big old speakers, stick them in the back seat. Nobody could sit in the back seat. We had speakers back there. We had a hell of a time. One time, I can't remember what we were doing, but I asked Mom if I could spend the night with Todd out at Tom and Teresa. Well, when we spent the night out there, man, we knew something was going to happen. We was going to get drunk is what was going to happen. And they said, sure. Mom said, sure, whatever. So me and Todd went run around. We never stayed around. Sometimes we went to Homer where my cousins were, but I always ended up getting beer. I looked older for some reason, I guess. We headed to Homer, and we was all over there, and we come back toward Fairmount. I guess the cop from Fairmount decided he wanted to get us, and we were driving all over town. And the cops tried to chase. Walter's back there chasing us. We went all over hell 5 acres trying to get rid of Walter. Finally, Todd said, I can't get rid of him. He said, what am I going to do? I said, I don't know. You figure it out. He fucking turned into a cornfield. I'm like, are you kidding me? He turned into a cornfield, and fucking stalks of corn was flying, ears of corn, just like that. I mean, like we were plowing the field. We were taking the corn out. I'm like, shit. we lost him. We come out the other side of the road, and we got by. We got the top of trees house. We pulled up in there. There were stalks and here's the corn stuck in the grill, and so we started cleaning it off, washing it off, and everything. The only thing he lost was his radio antenna. And Todd goes, "How am I going to listen to my radio?" And I fixed it up. I said, "We need a hanger," so he went and found a wire hanger, and I fixed it up. And he said, "Well, that works." Yeah, we had some time. Then the one night I wasn't feeling good. I think we were drinking beer then. We had somebody else in the car with us sitting in front. I laid down in the back seat. We were in Homer, and they were chasing Tod and I can't remember who else was the other guy in the car. They're chasing these girls in a Volkswagen Bug. I knew who the Volkswagen Bug was. And the next thing I know, another car comes right up, almost butt up against Tod, and Tod had that Volkswagen blocked in. They couldn't move, and next thing I heard his voice, I recognized the voice. I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" I popped up out of the back seat. It's my cousin Dave Robertson. And he looks, "What are you?" He goes, "Jim." I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "What the hell's going on?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "I don't feel good." He goes, "Looks like you had a little bit too much to drink." I'm like, "Yeah, kinda." You know, "What are you guys doing?" Todd told. I said, "I don't know." Todd told me these girls wanted them to chase him, so I went home for the memorial, and I got another hole in my heart. I wasn't ready for this one. I wasn't. I wasn't ready for. We knew Dad was living on borrowed time. We knew Kim sooner or later was going to go in. Todd, when I got the phone call about Todd, I wasn't ready for this one. It just hurts. In the last couple of years, I've lost so many people. It just hurts. And everybody keeps asking how I'm doing. I just keep telling them I'm fine. But, I'm not fine. I have my bad days and I have my good days. Sometimes when I sit here alone, I start thinking about days gone by and growing up, and with Dad and Kim still here, and that night I lay in the bed and I sit there and I start thinking about all the stuff we did with kids, holidays. The good thing is that going back home, at least me and my sisters are not fighting right now. We're talking to each other, so. And my mom, I'm kind of worried about her. She ended up going to the hospital after I came home, and then I was like, "Shit, we'll have to go back." I called her, or she called me the other day, telling me that Illinois screwed up again. I don't want to get into that, but it's just a bunch of stuff I've been doing. Anymore, I don't. I sit and I think, and I just remember we were sitting there, me, Pam, and Luke were sitting there the other day, and Luke looks over at me and he goes, "You're the oldest wolf." I'm like, "No," I said. He goes, "Yeah." He said, "You're the last wolf." He said, "Todd was the oldest." And then I'm like, sitting there thinking, I'm like, damn, I am. How every family's got a matriarch and a patriarch, the bloodline. And Luke's sitting there, I don't know why he came up with this. And he said, "You're the patriarch." Because Todd was the oldest. By a few days, he was the oldest. Because it has to be, he had to carry, it has to be the person that carries the wolf last name, so. Then Todd's son Justin, I told my two boys too, they're the last of the bloodline, of this bloodline. I told them, I said, somebody's going to have a baby boy here shortly and help him grow up. I said, because there's only four guys left. I said, I'm done. I brung out two boys and Todd brung out Justin. That's the last of this bloodline. But that's one thing Dad was kind of worried about one day. He goes, "You gotta get some boys ready to have some kids or something." I'm like, "I know." And now we're down to 4. Yeah, I'm the oldest wolf. I don't know. With all the shit that's going on in this world anymore, I'm beginning to wonder if I made a mistake voting for the guy that's in the office. Anyway, I don't know how long I'm at on this video. Because it don't tell me anywhere. I don't have a counter. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here so I can get this uploaded. And, so you all know. We used to consider each other brothers. That's how close we were. And we used to say we're brothers from another mother. I feel like I lost a brother. But like I told you before, when somebody goes, it leaves a hole. That's Pam's uncle told me that one. So it leaves a hole. Well, like as of right now, I have 5 holes in my heart. I mean, there's more than that, but right now, the last couple years, I've got 5 holes. I don't know if I can take any more. Well, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. And y'all, I just had to get on here and say something about Todd. He was a good guy. He's always there to help some people. I mean, we both were, I think that was the way we always said when we graduated high school, we'd never be the bad guys. You know, we'd always be there to help people. And when I left to go in the Army, I always told him, I said, I don't care where I'm at. I said, you'll always be there. I said, I'll always be there if you need me. I told Sue the same thing the other day when I went down and talked to her for like a couple hours. I told her, I said, it doesn't matter where I'm at, I'm always there. If you need me, call me. I'll be there. And because we made, it was a long time ago when we were, before we got cars, we made a pact to each other that we'd never treat each other or anybody else like shit. And he never did. Me, I think once or twice I think I did it, but I felt like shit afterwards and I went and apologized to people, but like I said, he's my brother. I'm going to miss him. Because when I came home, he always made sure he came down and seen me. Whenever I was in the Army, come home. Now, when I go home for a while, I'm going to miss him a whole lot. I just hope you found a good fishing hole up there. Get a hold of Dad. You two fish up there. I don't know the rest of the family's up there, but I know you and Dad like fishing. And save a spot for me. I'll be there someday. I'm just not ready to go yet. Alright guys, I gotta get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Stay safe. Stay warm. Winter's not over yet. Love y'all.